Alright, so how y'all doing, boys? Hope you're doing well. Now in today's video, continuing on with the theme of the new Halloween skin showcases, we're trying out none other than our girl Margaret. And this new skin, this skin is something else. Would I go as far as saying this is my new favorite skin in Grand Cross? Hell yeah, I would. Look at this. Margaret has, along with, the same as the 40 million download celebration Gotha, they both have some great skins. Honestly, every single one of the skins I would say is a hit, but this is just like, I know I'm just a fan of all of the edgy skins, but this is something else. And it's gotten to the point where I'm trying to find more like content and activities to use this Margaret in. But if you guys don't know what the Margaret does, her first card is the charge card here. Inflicts damage equal to 325% of attack on all enemies. Second card is her infamous Breath of Bless. Removes debuffs from all allies, increase basic stats by 20%, increase damage dealt to enemies by 50%, and decrease damage taken by 40% for 3 turns. Just probably the best card in the game. And her ultimate, we do only have a, only 2/6. I thought we had a 3/6. Inflicts damage equal to 693% of attack on one enemy, which is the triple crit chance there. Really good card. I feel as if though she's one of like the only PvP based characters that's better off having a single target ultimate. I feel like putting an AoE ultimate on her would still be insanely powerful, but for the fact that she is, meant to counter Barn, that, triple crit chance really does help her out with Barn. But looking at the grace here, increase the hero's attack by 5% for each stance or buff card on the enemy when using a skill. Really, really nice, with this roll Gotha kind of rank up spammy team. And her passive, increase God's allies basic stats by 8% every time an ally uses a stance or buff skill. So once again, just kind of fueling that fact. Now, we are using the attack crit damage set here. We do have a HP defense set with slightly better rolls, but I do prefer to kind of maximize the damage we can get on. Although, it is better CC, and in Tony's still hitting some crazy numbers with her. If you're a fan of my channel, you're probably a fan of the Unga Bunga big numbers as well. But here's the team we're using today, just the typical, Margaret team, and yeah, let's jump right into it. There we go, and completely skipping that previous match, we came up against the Barn team, and it was just so insanely laggy. But hey, Assault Melee, not a team we see often. I feel as if though the Barn and Assault Melee teams have definitely fallen off a little bit. However, in our last video, and starting off this video, although you guys didn't see it, we have come up against another Barn team and quite a few in the last one. So maybe it's starting to come back around. A lot of people have Barn built up, and with the release of Gotha, Barn is a little bit more viable because he does counter that team fairly well. It's whatever though. I am also a huge fan of the Barn team in general, so nice to see it get a little bit of love. And there we go, getting the triple buff from Sigurd right off the bat, a little bit scary. Guessing he's going to go for the debuff card and try and maybe just start throwing off Assault Melee cards right off the bat. Is he? Oh yeah, he's going ham on our draw there. That is scary. And is he? If he gets a crit here, we could very well be, yeah, dead right off the bat. Yo, Assault Melee team got hands. Oh my god. Yeah, damn, this is not looking too good for us. Let's see. And now we are going to rank up the Margaret, of course, get rid of our debuffs. I think I'm going to merge this as well. I know we would have gotten more damage off doing like the 2 separate 2-star cards. I just feel as if though that's a better play. And actually getting the Gotha ultimate here, one thing I would like to say is I was, after doing the Halloween Slater summons, you've still got your daily missions, and then they've been giving out like the sets of 2 tickets. I was doing single summons, and I actually managed to single summon my first dupe of Halloween Gotha, which was, I was so hyped for it. 2/6 after all this time. I'm surprised I didn't get it in the actual summon video. I was quite disappointed I didn't manage to get it on camera. I was in the car at the time, but hey, it's whatever. Getting the Petrifying Margaret as well there. Yeah, look, we are getting absolutely floored by this Assault Melee team. Like, just goes to show that the Margaret team isn't just completely invincible. In all honesty, actually, there's not an awful lot we can do to bring this match back, unless Margaret survives like this next turn and we get some more attack cards for her. This one's not looking too hot, in all honesty. That's the thing as well, I would have won the Barn match and I could have just showed you that, but it would have just been this laggy mess. And actually, if we could kill Assault Melee here, that would be gorgeous. Yo, oh, hold on. First of all, I don't know why Gotha did that much damage to both Droll and like everyone on the team, in fact, but yeah, we actually managed to turn this one around. I'm surprised. That's the only thing about the Assault Melee team, like especially if you're using Barn, even like 1-star detonate like AoE cards can just obliterate his HP. Like 1-star cards just do like half his HP. If you have an ultimate, you just completely wipe the team. Like, don't get me wrong, it's an extremely strong and like fun bursty team, but sometimes it's definitely fallen off a little bit. It's not in that top 3 anymore, but getting the Breath of Bless off here, throwing off this 3-star AoE, that'll be our first match done. This is also one of the best parts about Margaret, just that satisfying 1 million damage. And she can just hit numbers like that without failing. You know, if you end up going first and you get like the extra rank up or the extra Breath of Bless card, matches are over just like that. And this is an extremely weird team we're versing at the moment. Don't get me wrong, I do like seeing the kind of, you know, more janky, just random units chucked together, or when people like have stuff going, or like, you know, I do feel as though I see a lot of like fun teams with the Valentine's Dairy. There's definitely like a lot of cool stuff with that, but Lost Vein is definitely a unit that's fallen off a little bit. At least we'll get to see the crazy damage Margaret can put out here. I might actually throw the 2 taunt cards from Joel off first, just so we can maximize that passive and that grace, but does look to be a real player as well from the, you know, actually no, it might be a bot from the double play reset. That's alright though, we always like showing off the big Unga Bunga damage, and damn, really gonna disable our buff cards there, and the attack actually, I didn't even pay attention to that, god damn. That's alright, it's whatever. Actually, that's the Jack of Light, yeah. That card is insanely strong as it is. We'll go 1, 2, oh actually, merge these, get the go through ultimate, and we'll merge these two as well, why not? So another thing I would like to talk about the go through is this Halloween costume, the return of all of the Halloween costumes actually. The fact that they didn't make them bundles again and made them so, you know, you can purchase them with diamonds, and not only that, they're discounted as well, so instead of paying 30 gems per piece, you pay 20. It is such a good change. Like, you know, so many like newer players that say don't have costumes for some of these characters. It's just such an easy way to, like, you know, get costumes. It's, you know, the Halloween costumes have fairly good stats as well, so it's not like you're just getting bad costumes for the sake of, you know, having them the UR costumes, but good stats as well. And really hoping this Jack of Light card ends soon, otherwise we're just going to end up, you know, killing his team with just 1 and 2-star cards. Please don't kill Gotha. Sweet, no worries. Keeps deranking the cards as well. This, I really thought we were just going to get that turn 2 white with Margaret. Turns out, you know, Gotha is entirely carrying this team right now by himself. It's no way you can't see it. It's inevitable that he loses this one though. Another Jack of Light. God damn, this is... We're going to finish it off with these dissolve cards. Not the kind of exciting, you know, one-tap win I was hoping for though. That's alright though. Could we get a forfeit maybe? And I mean, a forfeit's always hype, I guess. Killing the Lost Vein slowly but surely. That's right. We'll skip this match. And that last match ended up going way too long for me, but yo, that is a lot of CC, goddamn. And we don't get the extra Breath of Bless or rank up, which is unfortunate to say the least. Going first with a like block character in your team is such a huge advantage, like especially against going up against the Margaret team. Like being able to stop either the rank up or the Breath of Bless. Granted, you know, we weren't going to use it turn 1 since we didn't get the extra rank up or anything. It's whatever, but I definitely would have liked it. And let's see, we'll put the taunt up with Droll, divert the tension off Margaret for a little bit, merge those two, and I'll hold the rank up for the time being, just in case we do end up getting a extra Breath of Bless card instead. That way we can still get our 3-star. Let's see, I mean, this next turn we could very well just go like 1, 2, 3, and yeah, because we didn't get anything else. It's more just playing up like what ours and what their card draw is going to be like. Obviously, you know, they have like a whole 20,000 or more CC on this, so they've definitely got better built out characters. I really wish my Chandler was better built out. Like, don't get me wrong, I have the HP defense set, I have, you know, like all the costumes and whatnot, like some of them upgraded, but I feel as if though when I use Chandler, he's a lot more like underwhelming, and like when I see other people use him, he's like absolutely crazy, and he's doing like these massive counters and tanking like tons and tons of damage. But I don't know, maybe it's just me, but as long as we survive this ultimate here, I really would have liked to have had another taunt on draw, but as long as Margaret survives here, we should be fine to just start throwing off cards and win. That's the luxury of Margaret and Bart, and I feel like that's why the teams are so much more run than the Festival Gotha, is because it's just like those simple, easy get in, get out matches. Like, there's no pride in winning a match in Grand Cross and like being like, oh damn, I outplayed that character. Like, if you can just get a turn 1 like ultimate and win with Lost Vein, like, who cares? You won the match, right? Like, you're probably never going to see that player again. And look at that, just holding on there with the Margaret. I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3, and we survived with that slither of health, and now we're just going to completely turn this match around. I don't care how much higher your CC is, there's no way you're tanking 2 full level 3 Margaret AoEs. It's just not happening. And I mean, we might as well, actually never mind. We get the forfeit, and look at that victory screen with the new skin, goddamn. But when it comes to Grand Cross, there's not like a whole lot to talk about at the moment. I mean, is this not the same player? I swear the last player had more CC, but it does look to be like the exact same team. It's whatever, but when it comes to Grand Cross, you know, we do of course have the JP version getting their King of Fighters rerun, and other than that, like, we have the Halloween Part 2 going on at the moment, which is like super exciting, you know. We're getting the free Mai in the rerun, which is really cool, and they did give us a free Halloween Meliodas, which is really nice. They've, like I said, I think I said this in the last video, but they've been doing like a really good job with their units and just kind of everything with Grand Cross at the moment. There was definitely, you know, times where, like when they like the whole boycott Assault Meliodas thing, and they've definitely done bad things, you know, releasing bundles for Holy Relics, but they've been on like a really clean slate, and like it's been a hot minute since they've released a unit that like has like either been like really garbage or like looked down upon, or just been like, this is bad and there's no real spot for you. Like, if there's honestly any unit that you could kind of give that title, it would be the Sea Empress Eastern. But in saying that, like, if you had released a unit earlier, like a unit before Goddess Margaret, she would have been the best unit in the game. And I feel as if though there is going to be a PvE content that's going to come out, or just like PvE content is going to come out, and her passive, or like her debuff card, sorry, is going to be insanely useful for it. We'll just have to see though. I mean, most PvE content does like cleanse debuffs, but you never know. Grand Cross always changes up things. You know, they started making bosses, you know, do 3000% extra damage demons just to counter Dario. You know, there could be a period where she's like extremely useful. We just have to wait and see. And if we could get an extra rank up, that would have been really nice. Goddamn, back-to-back matchups where it looks like we're gonna win against higher CC players. Another thing that just goes to show, like, although it is a huge advantage going first, and you know, with what, like almost all of the meta teams at the moment, you want to go first, it doesn't mean you've instantly won the match, and the counter channel there is really annoying. That's a lot of damage taken. We can definitely, does he get the debuff? Does he have like an Esterosa or something in the back? Surely not. I'm gonna Petrify in hopes that that disables that, and then we're gonna throw out the 2 Margaret cards. That should lifesteal her back up to full, but he has that 3rd gold card, which is getting me scared that, okay, yeah, no, he still gets the Petrify there, which will definitely guarantee us the kill on Chandler as well. Also helps us lifesteal a whole bunch back. Doesn't look like he has any gold cards. Don't get me wrong, he could just rank up Margaret and start doing some crazy damage back, but damn. Turn this match back around, which is really nice, and I still believe we have one more match. I don't think we've lost any in this video either, if I'm not mistaken, but so, hey look, could be back-to-back flawless videos. Let's see though, the one in the back as well, yeah. The one is just like, you can put him anywhere. He's definitely still like top 5 PvE units in the game. Like, the fact that people have even started using them in the Hasvalga raid is like completely mind-blowing to me. And like, you know, Margaret is another unit that is really good for the Hasvalga raid, but due to the fact that I personally don't have the Druid artifact set, the healing artifact set, it's almost near impossible to use them. Like, don't get me wrong, Matrona does like a great job, you know, healing herself up, and if you have the taunt and they don't remove it, you can be just fine. Like, if you could have the taunt up the whole match, you would be fine, but just like the slow bleed effects coming out, the AoEs, all of the sort, like, it just slowly ends up dwindling down your health, and you know, you have to keep that health throughout all 3 of the phases. You eventually end up dying. And our final opponent is another Margaret team, and actually I'd seeing this one, which is really nice. I feel as if though when we use the Margaret team, yeah, I feel as if though we usually get like videos where we just go the whole way through getting rank ups and Breath of Blessers, which having this video be a change of pace is really nice. Having actual, me personally, when I'm watching like other Grand Cross Showcase and whatnot, I do prefer those more like difficult, really long matches where it gets like really down to the bones, sorry. Final unit surviving, and it's like, you know, one match off the other person winning. But I know sometimes it is also like really cool just to see you just completely like get great card RNG and just completely blow someone out of the water, or just see someone get absolutely shafted in a match and just get absolutely stomped on as well. But what can he do here? There's really not an awful, it might be a bot as well, but hey, we'll see the card throughout. personally, I'm guessing, we'll check these out first as well. 1 mil 300,000, that might be a little bit off, but we'll just have to see. Okay, yeah, way off, that's alright. Only 800,000, I was definitely overrating the Margaret there, but, you know, once again, like a character that builds up so much over the turns that she just gets crazy gold by turn 5, but there we go, let's just wrap up the video. There we go, and that just about does it for today's video. I mean, probably a little bit more, you know, used to what you guys are seeing. Margaret is a unit that we've probably have made the most showcases of on this channel. I mean, I feel as if though I definitely, like, if I was making videos at the rate I was now back in the day, the one probably would have been up there, and Ludocil, especially the original Ludocil. When he came out, he was just an absolute beast. I'm sure if you guys were playing back then, you saw just the absolute mayhem Wales were causing, just like getting the turn 1, getting the full, like, you know, passive off, defense related stats down on everyone, and just one tapping with like any unit in the game basically. But hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please hit like button, subscribe, really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.